Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Rush Racing Division 2 and happy Easter. Message from the Rush team and everyone at Rush. Hope you've had a great Easter. Hope you've got some great Easter eggs. I did a little bit of an Easter egg hunt this morning, which was pretty good with me and myself and wife, which was a bit of fun. But yes, it's always a jolly time of the year, Easter. It's all when you get obviously money from your parents or some Easter eggs or some new presents, which is a little bit like Christmas. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But no, welcome to tonight's race at Division 2 Mexico. Mexico, as Rekus was bringing out all these pronunciations last night, which I had no idea what he was talking about. But if you've got your tacos and you've got your sombreros or your, I don't know, nachos, whatever you want to eat, get ready. It's going to be awesome because it is Division 2, probably the division that everyone looks forward to. It's going to be a fantastic night. I am your host and comms tonight, SJ, and I'm joined by the man that drives for a team which is really pushing in some standings and some overalls. Connor, welcome.
Thank you. How are you, SJ?
Yeah, good, mate. It's Easter, so yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm looking forward to this one. Have I lost you?
Nah, it's just my mic. I've been having
No,
to fix it all day. So
I'm good,
half
mate.
times it disconnects, half time it doesn't.
Nah, you're fine. I'm
But
fine.
yeah, looking forward to it. It should be a good race. If we get some more last night. Last night was very interesting to watch. So hopefully it's the same here tonight.
Yeah, no, definitely. Div 1 was a bit of a spectacle. I don't know if you saw much of it last night. It was a very, very interesting last 5 laps as well, which was really, really exciting to see. A lot of drama happened as well. So I just want to see if this overlay works. If it doesn't, then I do apologise because we are trying a new overlay. So does the overlay work? No, it doesn't. Absolutely fantabby-dozy. Okay, all right, so that overlay doesn't work. We'll get rid of that. And we will load that one. There you go. So that one works. So I've got to get that fixed. So I do apologise about the overlay. I need to get that fixed and sorted because it's not working. But yeah, last night was a great night. Really, really exciting. And I'm looking forward to tonight. And Connor, for the first time, I'm actually going to let you take away from the grid from P1 to P18. If you know some of them, you can give them a little bit of a history of what they're all about, where they are, if they're reserving up or down or whatever. So I'll let you take it away from the grid, my friend. Over to you.
All right. Well, we'll start off. We got first of all FT Banks or FT Bang. He's going to be driving the McLaren tonight. Followed a bit by Isaac Sutton, who, when I've seen a bit of Division 2, he seems to be on the fire right now. A little bit, got a bit of consistency and moving along for himself. Followed by the always consistent Alpine of, I believe, is that Toast, if I'm correct, is it?
Jazatan, yeah.
Yep, so Toast, he's always been consistent, always consistent. Along with Winter, who I can confirm has been practicing quite a lot this week. He's been practicing a lot today as well with Nishka and Brian. So can't wait to see how he does tonight. You got Huddy. Huddy, I've seen a little bit of him actually this season. He has been looking very strong himself, along with Formula Echo. So it looks like the Williams in this division has been quite strong, along with the RB team principal himself, Symphonic tonight, racing as always. And another TP below him is the man himself, Lamb, Mr. Ryan. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes tonight. I know from my what I've heard, he hasn't been putting a lot of practice in. I think he's been playing a bit more Among Us with his brother than practice for this race. But I think his practice was last night's race. But we'll see how he goes. We also have Terrence in the Red Bull tonight. Your fellow teammate of the Red Bull stable. He's been looking very strong this season, along with Coopsy, who, by the seams of it, chat are very excited to watch tonight. The McLaren Coopsy, along with the very fast-pacing Kazuto, along with Vettel as well. So Vettel has just been moved up in the past few races, I believe, off of memory. So, and he seems to be doing very well. So he's settling into Division 2 very nicely, along with Falcon in the other Red Bull. Sick Party. Interesting to see how he goes tonight. I know that we'll hopefully see the two brothers facing off. And then the Astons of Ricciardo, Abin, and Zach's user in the Haas. Over to you, SJ.
Yeah, thank you very much. A bit of an interesting one. Obviously, would have 20, but Huzi was a late dropout, which didn't give Sick Party enough chance to get a reserve in, which is a bit of a shame. So, really unfortunate for Sick Party, only driving with one car, who just does pole with 1:15.051. And then, as we do know, Zombie does have the race ban, so Mercedes are driving with one car. Right, let's get amongst this. Let's get into it, and we have Stipani doing a 1:15.051 as I've just repeated. We've then got Toast with a P2 of 1:15.113, and then Symphonic with a 1:15.335. We've got Winter, Echo, and Vettel on outlaps at the moment. So let's jump on board with Vettel in the Alpine. So, Connor, over to you, mate. Take it away. On board Vettel.
Alrighty, so we'll see how Vettel goes here. Going into the long straight, you're going to need to be very good on your ERS mode here. You know, yourself in straight, you need the battery here. You've got a long straight, so you don't want to use too much of it before starting the lap, and you don't want to use too much down the straight, which by looks of it, he's doing well. He's holding up the battery. He's not using too much. I would use a little bit more personally, but these are very important corners. If you muck these up, you're not going to have a good lap. So you need to get these corners perfectly first, which he seems to do there. Doesn't look too messy at all. Not bad for a banker. So he's going to use the DRS to help the car start up, then going to apply that DRS. Wait for his braking marker, swing it the car in for the fast left to right before going into the older stadium section, the original one. And then you've got to come out of this corner. It's very difficult sometimes to hook the car up there. You can get a fair bit of tyre spin before the hard S's, and I think we'll see a fair few people invalidate through here tonight, possibly. It'll be interesting to see, but he has got the car, swung it in, glides that ERS back on, as we now go down towards the new stadium section. He's got about 20% left on the battery, which is not a bad amount to have, and we'll see how he goes. It looks like a fairly clean lap here, as he has the battery on a bit early maybe there, but we'll see how Vettel goes across the line here, brings the car and uses the ERS all the way around, and he goes across the line for a 15.2 and up into P6.
Yeah, pretty good time there for the Alpine driver. Only literally a tenth of his teammate as well, and we saw Toast having it a go last night, so it'll be very interesting as well. Terence, really good start for him as well, 15.1, very, very close in that P2 down at the moment. I'm just going to jump on board. There you go, look at that, 2 tenths from P6 to P1, and P10, 6 tenths. There's hardly anything in it, which is great to see in Division 2. What's your thoughts at the moment with the overalls? We've seen Williams, you know, they're putting the pressure on the Alpine. Do you believe that Alpine are going to have it easy? Do you feel that Williams are going to cause problems? You know, we've seen Red Bull jump up, we've seen Mercedes drop down, we've seen Ferrari drop down, and we've seen now Williams up to P2. How do you think Williams are going to go throughout the whole week? As we did see last night, Dido and Andre did a fantastic result, especially when they were on extremely old tyres.
Yeah, I think the overall's going to be very interesting around here, and Winter has a cheeky little pop-up, and look at the gap there, SJ, a 37 to a 39.
Love
so
it.
there you have the Williams versus Mercedes, right? I think it's going to be a very good battle between Williams, Mercedes, and your team, Red Bull, to who can hunt down Alpine the best this season. I think that anyone is in with a chance, don't you, SJ?
Yeah. I think I know we're on round 11 and there's 7 rounds to go, but with 100% at Belgium and the sprint race at Imola, there's a lot of big points up for grabs. And obviously we've seen tonight, you know, Mercedes to that race ban, and these guys get involved in any incidents, Alpine get involved in something. Toast is pretty good, we've seen. You know, but the problem is it's just not that one division anymore. You're playing against 5 divisions, and we've seen Alpine have been very, very strong in most of their divisions. Obviously, Division 1, they've had a bit of a struggle. They did really, really well last night, having obviously Katusha and Toast. Division 2 has been very, very strong, with obviously Toast leading it. Division 3, obviously, Bread leading it as well, who's doing a fantastic job. Tazio is obviously just coming into it. It hasn't raced that much. Division 4, very, very strong with Mitch and Soup. And obviously Division 5, Uncle Morty and now Hooney has jumped into that, you see. So I think it's a very, very strong team all around. But Williams are really on the prowl. You know, we saw Murray do a fantastic result last week in Qatar. Dido and Andre last night. And obviously Sats and and Echo on their day are very, very quick. And yeah, and we've also started to see the reign of Sorokin and Kaos in Div 5. So I think it's really even. I think it's really evenly matched. And I think if anyone is going to cause problems, it's going to be Ferrari, Red Bull, and Mercedes. That's
100%,
my
I
thoughts.
agree. And we also have a message yesterday from What Now asking us, Comswalk, how was our day, and that he thinks that Aben will be winning tonight.
My day was great. I had an Easter egg hunt with my wife, which was great fun after having a very, very long meeting this morning and doing NA and watching my football team go out in the FA Cup. So, yeah, it's been a blast, mate. It's been a blast. And Aben to win, I don't think so. I'm going to put a no on that. And there's nothing against Aben. I'm going to say no. What about your day?
Oh, it's not been too bad. You know, had a bit of family time this morning, and then been on the PC for a little bit of the day as well. So you know, it's been a good day, good time off with the family as well. That's what I love the most about these public holidays. Just going to spend some time with the family as well.
Yeah, okay. Well, there we go. We've had a great day. Hope you've had a great day. We've got people messaging in the comments, which is really good to see. And yeah, really, really good to see. Keep it nice and fresh. Keep it nice and clean. Ask us questions if you've got any questions for us. And cheer on some of the drivers. Let's take on board with an outlap on board the man that we're talking about at the moment, Aben, who's actually lost the front left there. So he's had a bit of an incident, the Aston Martin driver. So I think he's going to come straight to the pit. So we're not going to see him there. That's going to be done and dusted. So it's going to be probably over to Winter for an outlap, which I'll jump on board with in a second, as Connor did Vettel earlier on. Then Kaz goes pole with a 1:14.743. God, I love this division, Connor. Look how close it is at the top.
Oh, isn't it just amazing? Your first 4 drivers are all in that 14. Even, let's say, top 5 are in the 14s, and it's only by a very, very minimal amount that the rest of the field is in 15s.
Oh, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. I love it. It's just so close, you know, and there's going to be some serious pace. Lamb didn't have the best of nights last night, so we'll have to wait and see what he can do tonight. And, you know, Toast obviously had a go last night as well. And Winter is definitely holding the Mercedes flag tonight, so it's all on him tonight. Big spotlight for the guy. He's in P2, great job. We know that he is capable of putting on the podium, so you know this could be the night. And we've got a few changes as well, you know, on this grid tonight as well. We've got Camos making an appearance. We've got Liam Derenberg making another appearance as well. So yeah, some really, really good performances from those guys. But here we go. We're just going to jump on board with Winter. He's done a 1:14.837, so he's about to start coming around into the final corner down the main straight. Going to burn the ERS. You have to burn a lot of ERS going into this turn 1. Need to get turn 1 perfect, otherwise it's basically game over. He's going to want to be really balanced coming into the couple of curbs there as he rides the curb onto the left, then comes to the curb. That took that very, very tight there, and that really did look like it unbalanced the car, nearly invalidating as well. So then he gets into the DRS, 49%. You burn a lot more ERS because you save a lot more through this part here of the track, probably the slowest part of Mexico, onto the left and then onto the right, then coming down, keeping over to the left hand side onto the curb, easing, caressing into this corner here very, very nicely, and then it's full concentration going into the S's, where it's extremely easy to invalidate just one little tyre over that line and it's game over and it's restart again, which you don't really want to do. You want to try and keep that momentum going, as he does, up to 6% on the ERS, really burning a lot down here into the DRS. Down on his time though, no improvement here for Winter, so he's not going to be happy of how he started this in that sector 1. Coming around into the stadium section, giving the fans a lovely little wave and saying happy Easter to them at the same time. Does he come into the pits, or is he going to pit? No, he does come. No, he is going to go across the line, and he does not improve. So he does improve a little bit, yeah, 0.032 at the line, but not probably the best from Winton, or no, or want to do better going on his next stint before qualifying ends, Connor.
Yeah, and I think Winter has to keep his head up there, SJ, because yes, he lost time in that first sector, but geez, he made it up in that last 2 sectors. So if he gets that first sector together, he could have a very fast lap here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be very, very interesting to see because at the moment he has got 5 other competitors to battle against. Kaz, who has taken pole position, Echo, that's in P3 at the moment, Toast in P4, and Ryan Adair, which we know has been very, very quick, but just has not had that consistency with the starts. And obviously, Ricardo not that far off either, 15.037, and also Sick Party at 15.049, and also Vettel in there as well. So there's quite a lot of drivers that can get involved in this. And look at that. It is literally 4 tenths between P10 and P1. And yeah, a lot of these guys in the 15s, not many in the 14s. So yeah, this is going to be very interesting. Concentration to the max now. We've got Camos on an outlap, so I'll let you take that away. 3 minutes to go. Are you still thinking Kaz is going to take pole position here?
I'm going to put my money. I have to do it on my team here. Actually, I think of what I've seen, and I know what times Winter's been able to hit in practice. If he puts that lap together, I would say that Winter's going to hit pole. But at this stage, I do think that Kaz is in prime position to take out pole.
Okay, okay. Only hardly anything in it at the moment. As you can see, 0.061 for pole position. So we are going to find out. And Connor, I'm going to let you take it away on Coops, known as Camos. So let's see what
Camos
we can do in McLaren.
Camos on his second lap here tonight, so he has set a banker of a 1:15.6. So let's see how he goes here on the second lap, and will be his last lap of this session actually. Just looking at the amount of time left in the session. So here we go. You got to get the first part of the track down, and it is very important. Turn 1. Without that, your lap's already done, as you said before. So let's see. Might actually want to maybe a little bit deep. I'd run that a little bit tighter, but we'll see how the delta shows up. Uses a nice little bit of battery here, not too much, and has just enough to continue on with a decent amount for the rest of the lap. It's he's not improved in the first sector, but as we saw with Winter, he might be able to improve in the last 2 sectors here. So we'll just see how he goes. He is taking it very nicely, not spinning the tyres too much. So we'll see how this lap comes along. Bit of an interesting turn in there. It's not something I've seen before, but we'll get the second reading very soon, and we'll be able to see if he's up on his time. And he is very little amount, but he is up, which could be enough with how tight this field is tonight. But he has a little bit of a slide there, and it is he's invalidated. Oh,
Yeah, took the stadium section
that
wrong.
hurts.
Yeah, he took the stadium section wrong there. Got that all wrong. But on the note, while Connor's done that, we are going to just jump on board with the rest of the guys who are crossing the line to see where they're going to end up finishing, as we have got a lot of guys on outlaps. So Liam Derenberg will be the first one to come through on his final lap. As you can see, track very busy. Bit of a car park in that stadium section, all giving the fans a nice little wave, and you can see the rest of the cars coming down as well. Really interesting to see what's going to happen in this quali. Let's see if Liam Derenberg is up on his time. How'd it go last night in Division 1? Did struggle. Obviously, they are very fast guys. He's in Division 2 tonight. This is his division. He's in P11 at the moment. Lamb will be happy with that. He is replacing Petrolin, who couldn't make it, who has been in very good form, actually. He's up by 0.01. So, at the moment, that is not going to make a lot of difference. He will stay P11. Kaz has been given a 5 grid place penalty for illegal blocking drama in qualifying here in Division 2. Coops has retired in the pits, I hope that is. And let's have a look at Liam Derenberg. We've got a lot of people messaging in the chat, which is great to see, but keep it quiet for a bit so I can just see the track map, because I can't see it with all the messages keep coming through. Love the enthusiasm, guys, but want to try and see that track map so I can try and keep up to date. We've got Liam Derenberg coming to the final corner. What's it going to be here? We've got Kaz dropping down to P5. That is not a good start for him, and will he get even more bigger penalty by the steward as Liam Derenberg up to P5 at 14.944. What a time. And let's look at his other teammate off Ryan Adair. Echo goes pole with a 14.569. Ryan Adair crosses the line. What's it going to be for him? He looks slow on ERS. Is he going to improve? He's into the 14th. He goes pole with a 1:14.457. Who's coming around the final corner? Toast stays P5. Who's next? We've got the Astons of Ricciardo. Is it an improvement from him? We saw him in Aben that we've got some serious pace, but they did not like this track when we last spoke to him. Let's have a look. And Ricciardo goes P4. Great start by him. What about Winter? Winter's the one to watch out
Winter's
for.
up by 3/10.
3.5 tenths up. Can Winter
2/10 now.
Ryan Adair off? He's got traffic in front of him. Hopefully he may be in the way. No, it doesn't look like he's in the way. That is Zach's user. And Winter's going to get a nice little bit of a tow. But is it going to be a dead air? Is it going to cause problems here? Let's have a look. Is Winter going to take it pole for Merck? No! Puts it P3. And, well, there you go. Kaz is going to drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to drop to 9th. Massive drama here. Thoughts, SJ?
What a quality session.
On what? What now? 5-car DNF? No. These guys are good, man. Honestly, you're going to see some racing with these guys. They're good. I can't see 5 cars DNF lap 1. No. Not with these guys. Not with these guys very fast. Wow. What a quali. Oh, Winter, I wish you voted full quali. That would have been epic. But oh well, it is what it is. Connor, what do you think of that?
Well, what a session, am I right? Like, look at the gaps. Look at the gap. Between first all the way down to 16th is a second, which separates the whole field. I think that just tells you just how good these drivers are, and separating the whole field is only 1.2 seconds. So I think the race will be very interesting.
It's 5 tenths from P1 to P11. Insane.
Crazy.
All right, quickly. Ryan Adair, Formula Echo, and Winter are your top 3. Kaz, Ricciardo, Sick Paddy, Symphonic, Toast, Terence, Liam Denberg, Isaac, Vettel, Angus, Falcon, Zach Hughes, Coops, how do you go? Aben are your top 18. God, I did that fast. We're about to get underway.
It's kind of impressive.
As long as you can understand, because I talk very, very fast. But, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, Connor, I'm going to throw in the deep end, mate. Take us away for the Mexico Grand Prix for Division 2.
All right, can do, but if you can get Toast in, because I just saw that Toast had disconnected at the end of the session there.
I can't, actually. You might have to do it if you've got him added, because I can't cut the stream.
Let's have a gaze.
What's happening, Coda?
Yep, send an invite.
Thank you very much.
Send him an invite. Done.
Awesome. All right.
So we'll wait for the starting sequence. What strategy would you be going for, SJ?
What
would you be starting on?
I hate this track, so I've got no idea.
Hate it? Is this the same as the unspeakable cat?
Yeah, it is. The next 3 are shocking. So I've told Red Bull P15, P15, P15. So that
consistency. That's all that matters.
Well, I got 2 points to my teammate last week. So anyway, over to you.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's 5 red lights. And away we go here at the Mexican Grand Prix. Ryan starting on pole. But he hasn't had a great start though by the looks of it. As you can see, the rest of the field is gaining up on him very quickly. And you can see him going wheel to wheel with Ricciardo. He's going up the inside here. Brave moves. And we'll see if we all survive here in turn 1. Hopefully we all do. And it seems that way. Oh, there's a front wing plate being knocked off someone's car at the back there. And it looks like the order has stayed fairly the same where it was. But up 4 spots here for Liam and Vettel as well as we go into turn 1 now. And it looks like the Mercedes and the Kick might be going side by side. And further then back down the pack, we have some more side by side battles. So it's all kicking off here at the start of this race. At least everyone's kept it clean so far. There's not been any penalties. No one's spun off. So we're all underway. And it looks like Ryan out in front is trying to build a little bit of a gap for himself. Which has not been a bad start to the race, don't you think, SJ?
Yeah, pretty good there from Ryan. He obviously got his start to a T, but he's under extreme pressure from Echo as well. So I'll just take it through the full 18. We've got Ryan Adair, Echo, then Ricciardo, Winter, Sick Buddy, Liam, Symphonic, Vettel, Kaz, then Terence. They are your top 10. Then Camos up in P11. Really good start from him. I don't think he's going to be P1 by lap 1, so you might be swinging from the chandeliers if you think that, because he's P11 on lap 2. Isaac Stallion in P12, Zach Hughes in P13, Angus in P14, Aben P15, Toast down in P16. That is big. Obviously, with the situation with the disconnection as well, and Falcon down P17, Huddy to go in 18th, and yeah, the championship leader down there in P16. That is going to be a big smile on the likes of Ryan Adair in that P1 position, Connor.
Yeah, it will be. And it's going to be interesting here, SJ, to see how Toast comes back in that Alpine. He needs to get points tonight for Alpine. As you said earlier on, you now have Mercedes, Williams, and Red Bull all chasing down Alpine in the overall. So it's every single point now is very, very important. And the most positions gained so far, SJ, is Coopsy up 5 positions so far at the start of this race.
Yeah, he's doing an absolutely fantastic job as well. But the only person on the hard compound tyres is Angus down there in P13, so he'll go the longest stint at the moment. The question is, DRS. Oh, as Echo has a little bit of a snap there coming out through the stadium section as well, but they're very, very close. Ricardo, what form this guy is on. He is on fantastic form. He's going to be one to watch out for. Do not underestimate this guy, well, especially for driver of the day. He gets it early every week, but really, really good performance from Aston Martin. We're starting to see a little bit better performances from Aston Martin. He doesn't race in Div 2, he's in Div 3. And he's probably engineering Mercedes, I would say. As Echo goes for a move on Ryan Adair and takes P1 on lap 3. Connor, we've got a different leader already, but he's gone very slow. That's going to bring Ryan Adair back into it with the DRS. Does he make the move going into Sector 2? He's got Ricardo close by, but they're not going to do anything silly at the moment. But we have a new leader, and it's a Williams driver of Echo, who's looking pretty pacey, but he's making a few little errors. He doesn't feel confident in that car. Will this hurt him in the long run of this race?
Maybe, and you've got to be careful that you don't overuse tyres. You cannot overuse these tyres and cook them within the first few laps, or that is going to ruin the rest of your stint. You've got to be careful. You don't want to overheat them. That's what I found myself in Qatar. So we'll see how he goes, but he does seem to be building a nice little bit of a gap now, actually, SJ, to Ryan, Mr. Lamb himself. So we'll see how the rest of this pans out, as it looks like our next closest is Winter trying to make a move on Ricciardo.
Yes, he is. He's really, really going for it there. It's getting very, very close there as Winter really is going to want a really good position here. Big for confidence, big for motivation, big for the team. It's everything. And these guys are really putting in the performances as well. We've seen a little bit of a change. And these are the problems, you know. It's still early days for things to happen. Seeing Toast down there in P14 is probably not where he wants to be, not where Alpine want to be. And obviously with the form the Echo is in at the moment, the Williams are in at the moment, they are a force to be reckoned with. And, P2 and P11 and the two Alpines are in P8 and P14. So great news for Williams at the moment. But Ryan Adair knows he's got some company and knows that these two have been going at it. But unfortunately, Echo has just dropped out the DRS there. He has made a few mistakes, and Ryan Adair has got free 1.2. Can he do a fat cat and clear the pack by about 17 seconds? We'll have to wait and see. I know Lamb loves this track. Didn't have the best of nights last night in Division 1, so he's got a retribution now, a chance to do it tonight, as Sick Party looks to make a move on Winter. Getting very close in that stadium section now. Let's have a look. We are going to jump on board with Sick Party, which I'm going to let you take it away when he comes around into the final corner. It's Liam Derenberg doing a great job for Ferrari in P6 at the moment. Symphonic so close behind him is a DRS train from P3 all the way down to P9, but a POV on board here for Sick Party.
On board with Sick Party. Alright, here we go. He's chasing down the Mercedes of Winter. Gonna see if he can get the move made, as I'm pretty sure that Sick would be wanting to get on his way already and try and chase down his brother. So we'll see if he can do that. Because it looks like he's trying to gain on the Mercedes of Winter. But it also looks like at the same time Winter is trying to actually make the move on the Aston Martin, not Alpine. So the thing which might restrict Sick here a little bit is that Winter is going to be getting DRS off of the Aston Martin as well. So we'll see how he goes. We're going to come out of the old stadium and start heading towards the new stadium section. So we'll see. Car maybe actually slides a little bit there. He does lose a little bit of time, but he's making it back up already. Both on the medium compound tyre, and it looks like Winter might just have a little bit of enough of a gap to survive for now. Keep surviving, and it looks like Sick's just going to keep his head down. And oh, there's a mistake there from Ricciardo. Big mistake there, which maybe both of the Mercedes and the Kit can now maybe even take advantage of, and both claim a position here. But he stays where he is now, SJ, and hand it back over to you.
Oh, it's a great battle at the moment. Really, really good battle. We saw Echo was 9.5, 10 temps behind. Rhino Darren is now 1 second behind. So it just seems to keep fluctuating at the moment, which is really, really exciting to see. Because even if Rhino Deer does pit, he's not going to get much, leeway on the guys behind him because the gap is not there. So it's still anyone's race. As we see, Angus has decided to come into the pits on lap 6. And go on to those medium. Zach Hughes and how do you go? Both Hasses having a nice little battle there. So interesting to see. Out of the points at the moment, Falcon down there in P15, just minding his own business. Terrence up there in P10, his teammate. We've got battles going everywhere at the moment. Coops. Camos having a nice little battle there with Suts. Suts down there in P11. We've got Kaz up in P8. Toast really making much ground at the moment. In the P13, he's in a little bit of traffic. He's got Camos in front. 5.5 temps. He's 1.5 seconds out in front, so he's got a little bit of a gap behind him. No, he's not. He's got a bit of a gap in front of him. Sorry, not behind him, because he's got Abin in the DRS there, down there in P14. Looks like Abin is not enjoying Mexico. We're going to go back on board with Liam Derenberg now. Liam Derenberg is, and this is the problem now, that Liam Derenberg is in the situation of a DRS between Sick Buddy, Winter, Ricardo, and where is he going to be able to make the move? So it's all about following now and then trying to engage a move, which is going to be tough. And if you're staying in those DRS trains as well, you're also hurting your tyres.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you, SJ, but Formula Echo's just had a massive snap and has almost kicked into the Aston Martin.
Yeah,
so it looks like Echo is struggling on this tyre.
Yeah, that was very interesting there, because I did see there was a bit of a car park going into that sector. As you could see, Liam Derenberg has pulled right into that now. But yeah, the DRS train can be great, but also can be really negative for the tyres. As we do know, Mexico here is really, really bad for tyre wear. But as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them all in a DRS train, which is a really good battle to see. But while they're doing that, Ryan Adair is 2.1 seconds out in front, so he is getting that gap, and he's doing a great job so far. We do have the first penalty of the night, which is Coops down in P11 in the McLaren. He's got that 3 seconds, but we've got a nice little battle going on here between Suts and Terrence, the Williams driver. Has he lost that front wing? A little bit of damage to that front right side. Yes, it is. There you can see on that right-hand side, he's lost that plate there, so he's really going to struggle in some cornering. As we've got some moves going on here, and we've got some pit stops. And Echo, Winter, Kaz have all called it, and they're all in the same position. So, going for the undercut here, Connor.
Yeah, does it just me, or does it seem a little bit early to be boxing already?
Well, we saw the Williams go 14 and real struggle in the last stint when they were on the hards, and they managed to hold on due to pins. Lap 9 we saw Fat Cat box, so could be a little bit early, but we'll have to wait and see. Unless they're going for a 2-stop, I reckon some people will try the 1-stop. But a lot of people deciding to pit. The question is, will Ryan go and pit and try and get the job done? Because he now knows that they're looking for the undercut there, and a lot of them are. You've got Echo, Symphonic, Winter, Kaz, Vettel, Abin, Terrence, Zach, and Huddy all going for that pit stop. So going to be very interesting to see what happens.
Yes, yeah, it will be. And I do have to say, who is having a great race tonight, SJ? After not having a great race last night is Ryan. He's definitely had a much better and cleaner race tonight.
Yeah, having a really, really good race. I'm quite impressed. In P4 at the moment, doing a great job from yesterday. It was a bit of a struggle. Now he's up into P1. He's continued. So they've called a team strategy there between the two. Ferrari and Ryan Adair is doing a better job from yesterday as well. So he's got a bit of redemption there. Coopsy up into P2 as well. He's got that 3 seconds. He's decided to continue. So those guys are pretty confident on their tyres at the moment.
Yeah, and it looks like, here we go. Is he going to get the undercut on him? Echo. Oh, and he doesn't. He only just doesn't. But he is looking to make the move, and he actually decides better of it, and he decides not to at the very last minute. So it's very interesting. The undercut did almost work there for him, and we'll see how the rest of his race goes.
Yeah, nice, lovely little battle between the Ferrari and the Williams driver here, and that just shows you that it's still on. 5.5 tenths, even though Ryan Adair is on fresher tyres. He's 11 seconds to the leader, which is his teammate. Echo's 5.5 tenths. Symphonic is behind that. Ricardo has lost a 1.6 second gap to Symphonic. Winter is in the DRS behind him with Sick Party as well. Sick Party having a great drive there as the lonesome on his own tonight in the kick as well, and some great driving as well. Toast only making one spot in P12 at the moment, but he's on fresh tyres, so he's making his way through, but he is 26 seconds behind the leader.
Ooh, and Isaac gets a 3-second time penalty as well there, SJ. But it's very interesting to see this little battle going on between Sick, Winter and Ricciardo, because they're going to want to get past the Aston if they can, as soon as they can, and catch back up to the leaders.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Obviously, with that DRS, they need, as you can see there, 1.8 seconds. That gap is not getting smaller; it's getting bigger. It's nearly 2 seconds to Ricardo and Symphonic, so they've really got the pace there. As Formula Echo gets the move done on Ryan Adair up in a P3, he's now 9.5 seconds from Coops. Liam Derenberg and Coops have still continued on those 9-lap mediums, so they're still happy with that. Coops has got that 3-second hanging over him at the moment. Same with Sutts down there in P17, who's called it into the bits as well. There is a lot of traffic. We're starting to see some gaps form, especially this gap now, as Winter's got the job done on Ricardo, but he's got a 2.1 second gap, and at the moment he is looking at a P4 finish, with Liam and Coops having to pit. So still good points for Mercedes and for Winter. I'll be happy, but anything can change in this race with on lap 10 out of 36.
Yeah, it's looking very interesting, and it's really good to see these battles still, SJ, because it is Mexico, so if you do get in a DRS train, you could be in that for the rest of the night. So it's good to see that they're not all just staying in the same positions, and there is actually being a few battles going on here tonight.
Yeah, it's really good to see, as we are seeing Coops. Is he gaining on Liam Derenberg? They've got to gain. Are they going for the one stop? Is there a bit of communication between Ryan and Liam at the moment? Are they going to try and hold? No, there's not.
I can see Liam's in a different VC, so they're not communicating.
Okay. Interesting, because he's going to continue, and Ryan at the moment is 10 seconds to Liam Derenberg, so we'll have to wait and see, as Zombie has made us with his presence. Welcome, Zombie. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, Echo has a bit of a snap coming out, and he's done that a few times, and so does Ryan Adair, and that is the corner where everyone is having a little bit of a snap just when they come into the hairpin, trying to get the traction down. They just lose the back end, and one mistake lets the other driver straight through as well, and you do not want to be following someone through that close through the S's. We've seen in future seasons and in worse conditions than this, the S's have taken a lot of drivers, and we've seen some bad accidents. So at the moment, we're not seeing that. We're seeing mistakes happen elsewhere. We're seeing Echo locking up his brakes going into turn 1. We're seeing Ryan Adair lose it into the hairpin in sector 2. And now we're seeing Liam Derenberg in the pit. Where's he going to come out? That's going to be the interesting thing. And he's going to be on very, very fresh hards to to Ryan and Echo's 4 and 3 laps.
Yeah, it's quite interesting to see that Coopsy as well, SJ, has continued on. So we're going to see how much longer he goes on those medium tyres.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be very interesting here. We've got yellows at the back. What's going on there? Oh, Angus has gone off. He's made a mistake and he's into the pits. Is that a night done for Angus? Is he going to continue? Hopefully that's not done. Anything can change. He's down there in P18. And McLaren have struggled in the overalls this season and in other divisions. It's been a bit of a struggle, but they're doing their best, and Coops is leading this way. But does he know, though, Connor, he has Echo and Ryan Adair on very, very fresh tyres. Is this a plan? Obviously, his teammates down there in P18. Like, what do you do? Like, do you let them go past? Do you fight them? Oh, SLM gets involved in that. Goes through the middle, very aggressive. We saw this last night, and he nearly took out Formula Echo there. Very aggressive as Echo drops his brakes then, and Echo goes around the outside. Gets the job done, and he's into P1. Very aggressive driving there from Ryan Adair, and he is not messing around. As Coopsy continues, Symphonic into P3, and he's in a great fight. So where does Symphonic come from? He is now into P3 and he's in the DRS train of these front two. And we've seen Echo and Lamb go at it again. Echo! And he
Oh,
misses
Echo!
in the wall! Oh, he loses it completely. And that is done for the Williams driver. Oh no, what drama there for Echo. And he's lost the back end straight into the wall. And that is not what Dino wants to see, but that is definitely what Ryan Adair wants to see. Now he's got Symphonic for company. I can't believe what's happening in this race. Do not go anywhere, Connor. Fasten your seatbelts. Over to you.
Yeah, and I think that, folks, if you are where you are right now, make sure to get your drinks, get a new drink, get a new replacement, because I don't think that this action is going to be stopping anytime soon, and I can see us having the next 23 laps on full-on race-packed action.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll let you take it away. I'm drinking the old coffee at the moment. We'll jump on board with an onboard of Winter because now he has got a massive opportunity of a P3 or even better than that. We'll have to wait and see. We still see Ryan Adair is a second out in front, but Symphonic has shown some serious pace out there tonight. Coopsy is causing all loads of problems. I reckon we'll see him come into the pits. Those tyres are going to be gone. Let's have a look. He's trying. No, he's not. He's going to go again. But look at this. Ricardo's fighting it. On board with Winter. Over to you.
Okay, we'll go on board with Winter, and we can see that he can look and see in front of those two men in front of him fighting. It doesn't look like Coopsy's going to hold up much of a battle, so it looks like he's going to be hunting down Ricciardo for that P3, and then possibly those two working together, maybe even to hunt down the RB of Symphonic. So we'll have to wait and see here, but that's a very good overtake, and everyone behind is now going to be having to try and get Coopsy as quick as they can, or they will be losing out majorly tonight. And we'll continue on board here, and we'll see. It looks like maybe the Aston Martin might have gone a little bit deep there, as Winter is now all over the rear of that Aston, and he wants that P3, he wants it badly. So you can see on your screen that he's sticking with this Aston. He's not letting Ricciardo go anywhere. He said, "You're not going anywhere, buddy. You're going to stay right here with me." And they're trying to go together, and they're even bringing Sick and Kazuto along with them now, as there's now a big gap being caused by Coopsy as well, who's now going to hold up possibly Toast as well. So we'll see how the race goes. A little bit of a slide there, but he holds it together. And hopefully it doesn't affect him too much. As further down we also see Liam has overtaken Vettel. But we'll see if he can hold on to this position and maybe even challenge Ricciardo for P3 on the end of this straight.
Yeah, lovely little battle going on there, but I'll tell you something, we've got someone to talk about. This man in P7, Toast, he is catching, he's 3.3 seconds to Kaz, he's done a great job so far. Is it going to be enough though? We'll double check on the leader there. You can see 9 seconds to the leader, so he's pulled that in massively. He's on 6 lap hards, and do not underestimate him because he is a fast driver and he is leading this championship. There's so much action going on here, I don't know where to look. We're starting to see a little bit of a gap up front though. Ryan Adair has pulled 1.9 second gap on Symphonic there, so nice little healthy gap there for Ryan Adair to continue, but he knows that Echo made that mistake when he tried to make the move, then he changed directions and then he lost it, which is easy to do because if you're obviously running no assists or different traction, you're putting the power down too much, you're changing direction, you're asking for trouble. So yeah, a little bit unfortunate for Echo, pushed him all the way down to P17. And we've seen this before. We've seen Echo go down the bottom and we've seen Suts go up to the top. So these guys do like to change things around, but really unfortunate because now he's at the points and he's now got Coops to deal with, who's on fresh hards, same as him as well. But there's a long way to go in this race still. There is a long way to go in this race still, Connor. 16 laps out of 36. These guys have still yet got to do another stop, and there is more drama to happen as Winter is now going to come under pressure from Sick Party. He doesn't make the move. He doesn't do the same mistake as Echo, and Kaz is just staying in the wings at the moment. A great night, I've got to say, here for V-Cup.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there. It definitely seems unusual here, SJ, for the Williams to be so low after we've seen the Williams be so strong recently. So it will be interesting to see if they can rebuild their way up. And isn't it interesting right now that from first down to fifth, it's all different teams up there. And it looks like Zach's also gets a 3 second. But it does look like Winter is actually closer this time around, along with Sick Party, to the back of this Aston. So maybe they can both end up getting the move made here, SJ.
Yeah, definitely. We're seeing a nice little battle going here, 13th, 12th and 11th. Terrence is in a little bit of a sandwich there between the Williams and him. And he holds his position there. And I thought that Sutz was going to send it, and no, he keeps his position. He's got his teammate just out in front of him, in front of Vettel in P10 as well. So Falcon doing a great job. Now, we did see him and being a bit of a spectator earlier on, but now he's coming into the race, and yeah, this is making it very interesting. 7 laps though on those hards to Liam Dernberg's 4 laps, and he's been very, very fast. He's now got Aben for company, and I reckon we're getting the job done here with the DRS, as you can see, up to P8. Doing a fantastic job since jumping back into the car and on the debut. But Aben is really going to test him. No, Liam Dernberg makes it easy, and he's up into P8. Back up to the front. Winter, 4.5 attempts to Ricciardo, but he's got Sick Paddy and Kaz for company. He just must not make any mistakes. We've seen him glide through some of these corners. And yeah, that's what you not want to do. We can see Ryan Adair, 2.6 seconds out in front. Symphonic in a good position at the moment, 1.8 seconds to Ricciardo. But anything else can happen in this race, which, yeah, could happen when we start to see these guys pit. We are starting to see some big gaps form. And also some battles still going on. So I'm going to jump on board with Sick Paddy, and I'm going to let you take this away when we get to the final corner. So he is just in the DRS of Winter, but he's got Kaz in the DRS as well. 8 laps for Sick Paddy, 9 laps for Winter. So 1 lap fresher tyres coming into the stadium section, keeping it nice and close, nice and tight. Winter should get the job done on Ricciardo. Will Sick Paddy follow? That's going to be the question. Over to you, Colin.
Right, here we go. So we're going to see up in front. Looks like Winter's gaining maybe on the Aston. But what we haven't kept an eye on here, SJ, is that Ricciardo has actually built his way up to Symphonic. So maybe Symphonic could get involved. As we can see in front of us, Winter goes for the move on the Aston Martin, looks to do it cleanly, and hopefully he'll be hoping now to chase on down the road and get that Symphonic. But here comes Sick Paddy now. Sick Paddy's going to try and make the move now himself on the Aston Martin, making a look for it, and he thinks better of it and decides that he will not be going for the move there. But he does decide now he's going to try and go around the outside. Maybe no, he decides better of it, and he does make a little look for it as well there, as he is all over the back of this Aston Martin now. As the Aston, maybe the tyres are moving a little bit away from him, as he's now losing Winter actually as well. So let's see how this goes. But Sick Paddy, Winter, Winter, oh no. As we must stay on board, and we'll see the Aston actually got a better exit there and got away here from Sick Paddy. So it'll be interesting to see, as we can now see that the Aston has actually re-caught back up to Winter now. So maybe the Aston will play a bit of ping pong and now get Winter back on the straight here.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate though. 3 seconds now, and he's got a big train of cars with Sick Paddy Kaz. And look who has joined the party. Toast in P7 has joined that DRS, and well, he will not want to mess around there, as Ricciardo does get the job done on Winter and back out into P3. So these guys just look like they're changing things up, but if they start to battle, they could lose the opportunity to Symphonic. But you can see him though. Ricciardo can see him in the distance. Look, he's now just coming through into the hardest part of Mexico here, into the slowest part as well. So he's getting closer. So are these guys starting to fill the tyres? We know Mexico is one for tyre killer, but Ryan Adair is having a fantastic night so far. 4 seconds out in front. He's got a nice little gap, nice little lead, but anything can happen. He gets to 3 seconds. It changes the dynamics of this race massively, but he's in control of this race and can probably ease off just a little bit because he is 4 seconds out in front. And you've got Symphonic 4 seconds behind him, then Ricciardo 2 seconds behind him. So there's a little bit of a gap here, and you can see Ricciardo's bringing Winter, Sick Paddy Kaz, and Toast. Will he bring Liam into it as well? Liam 5 seconds away. So there's a lot going on. We're going to get to the DRS very soon. Will Ricciardo be able to hold on, or will Winter get him again? Zombie saying it's fine for the 3 seconds, but Winter's in. He's called it. So Mercedes are going to go for the undercut. Is it going to work? That's going to be the question. We're going to go back up to the front, because is Sick Paddy going to get the job done on Ricciardo? No, he's too far back. Liam Dernberg up in the P7. Kaz and Toast, they're going at 5th and 6th at the moment. Toast gets very close to Kaz. Doesn't get the move done. Sick Paddy is getting close to Ricciardo, but not in an overtake position. 5.5 attempts back. Back to you, Connor.
Well, Winter has had, I'm guessing, in-game issues. I was just watching his pit stop, and his car just disappeared. It completely disappeared. It was just sat in the box, but it was invisible. So I don't think the undercut's going to work, and I think that he might have got unlucky here with a game glitch, which might have actually set him back a bit too far, where the undercut won't actually work now. But it'll be interesting to see. I know that him and Nishka will know what they're doing, so there's definitely a reason for the strategy here, and I think it's the right one to go from that medium to the hard again. So we'll now be able to see here SJ if he's able to catch back up to these boys and maybe get the undercut done.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. He did get the job done on How You Go, and he's up into P14. And if we're looking at him at the moment, he is 28 seconds from the leader, so he's already shaved a second off at the moment. So still a lot of time, a lot of laps in this race.
Aston has reacted, and Symphonic in the pits, 10 seconds of speeding, and he almost crashed into the wall.
That is massive. That is massive. Symphonic, what have you done? Kaz is up in the P3, but he's got Toast for company. They're going to go side by side. No, he stays in formation. Relinquishes that position to Toast. And Toast, what a drive from this guy. He's now up into P3 on the same amount of laps as Sick Paddy and Ryan Adair, and he's only 1.4 seconds from Sick Paddy. Ryan Adair is not going to be happy with this because he knows he needs to get a lead on Toast at the moment. It does look like a two-way fight at the moment in the championship, but anything can happen. And yeah, interesting night so far. Ryan Adair 6.9 seconds out in front. Still a lot of time in this race and a lot of things still to happen, and the gaps, and still 18 guys on the grid as well, which is fantastic to see. So there we go.
Oh yeah, you jinxed it.
Well, there we go. Yeah, I did. Obviously,
but look at it, SJ. Winter has got Ricciardo and got by a second already.
Well, the thing is, as Angus has retired, he's the only McLaren on the grid, right? Why did he just not continue?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Don't understand.
And no
he's
penalties.
not actually. So Coops is on the grid as well, and no pens. You know, so I don't know. I don't. It's pin quit. That's how I look at it. Anyway, we'll go away from that drama. Echo, 3 seconds. Obviously, he had to spin early on, and now he's got a penalty. The penalty's coming.
Terrence.
And Terrence, 10 seconds. That is not going to be good for Dilby. His heart rate is going to be beaten like anything. Falcon up into P4. Everything is changing. We're starting to see this liven up a bit now, Connor. 10 seconds for Symphonic, 10 seconds for Terrence, and Oprah Winfrey, as she always says, you have a penalty. You have a penalty.
Everyone gets a penalty. Oh no, AI. Oh, the McLaren's AI could get reported there because he's on track and he's causing mayhem. Oh, he's off now, but he was causing troubles there for Winter and Ricciardo there. They both had to take avoiding action. So we'll see how this goes. But as it stands now, what do you reckon Sick Party's doing here, SJ? Because he's going to get undercut here by multiple drivers.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. He's 7 seconds behind his brother at the moment, and you wouldn't believe it, would you? P1 and P2, the two brothers, as Ryan Adair is coming in. Now, Ryan Adair needs to get this spot on because he does not want to come out in traffic, especially when the guys like Ricciardo and Winter have gone for the undercut. Winter is coming through the stadium section.
SJ?
I think it's 25. 25.
It's going to be close because Winter was 25 seconds on the dot.
Nah, he's coming out now. He's into P3.
Ooh, so he's going to get out.
Winter's down the main straight. He's 2, 4, 3, 3.5. Probably, yep, 3.5 seconds behind. So Winter's gone extra long. He's gone extra long on those 3 laps. But Ryan Adair's come out P3. Great strategy from Ferrari, and looking very strong. And now he's got 14 laps of Falcon to deal with, and his teammate in Liam Derenberg in 11 laps. So they'll just move out the way, I'm sure. And I think Ryan will make this move pretty quick on Falcon. He's on very old tyres, and he'll probably pit this lap. So it's going to be a 1-2 for Ferrari. As you can see, Falcon making a little bit of a mistake there, and Ryan Adair will make the move on Liam pretty easy. They'll probably do team orders and get him through. So the only thing that can change this now, Connor, is Burt Marlander. He's the only one that can change it. Is the safety car.
Where are you, Bert?
Where are you, Bert?
Where are you?
Well, you can see that Ryan Adair has already caught up to Falcon, 4.5 tenths, and let's have a look. Falcon going to come in? No, he's going to get the move done down the straight. Here we go. Engage the move. Ryan Adair, DRS enabled now. wing, wide open, not like the real Formula One with the new cars, which will be very exciting to see. And there you go, up in the P2, and he's 3.8 seconds behind Liam Derenberg, and Winter 4.2 seconds back. So Winter has not got the job on Ricardo because he's just staying in the DRS at the moment. Just dropped out of it now, then 1.1. So Winter has a massive opportunity to get P2 in this race, but it's a long way to go yet, and he's got the 3 second hovering over him.
Yeah, but I would never say never, SJ. It is Winter, and I have just checked, and he has got Nishka on engineering, and I know Nishka well enough that he is going to be hammering Winter to get that 3 second gap. So it'll be interesting to see. So Lamb is still in his own VC as well with I think it was Slushy I saw earlier. So those two are just chilling there. So I don't know if these two Ferraris are going to have any contact with each other.
No, I don't think so. I think they'll make this job pretty easy. Liam Derenberg is on 12 lap hards. Does he go in? Does he pit? No, he's going to continue. Ryan Adair is now coming around the corner 1.7. He's got some serious pace. We got yellows. Terence is round. Oh no, Terence is round. And he's lost it through the S's. And he's down to P17. So a tough night for the Red Bull driver of Terence there. Front right gone. Vettel down into P15. He's having a nice little battle there with Zach User. And some of these battles are really still going at it, and anything can happen in this race as Terence gets the 3 second time penalty as well, and not the best of nights for Terence. So he's going to continue though. He's only 5.4 seconds back from Huddy the Goat. So can he relinquish and try and stay in this race? We'll have to wait and see. Or is this going to be an easy retirement? We'll have to wait and see here. P17, 25 laps out of 36. What does Terence do? He looks like he's going to pit and go again, so good to see. Zach User and Vettel are going at it again. Oh, Zach User gets around the outside. Vettel goes side by side. Vettel goes off track, comes back on track. Zach User going at it. This is for P15. This is for the last point. There's your pens, guys. So is Zach User going to get the move done? Yeah, he goes on the right-hand side. Vettel comes close on the left. Vettel is really trying to get that move done. Needs to be careful he doesn't get himself a penalty because Zach User's on 6, but he has every right to battle him. He does have 12-second gap to Aben, and he does hold that position. Vettel's not going to fight it. Vettel is in the points at the moment. Back up to the front. Liam Derenberg has lost the lead to his teammate, Ryan Adair, and it's 10 laps to go in this race. But look behind you. Winter gets the job done on Falcon up in the P3. Falcon's continuing. Falcon is on very old tyres. We've got yellows. Where have we got yellows? Oh, Terence is nearly gone. That might be a oh no, where's he going? Oh, I think that's a bad rejoin. I think he's going to be looking at a pen. Oh, that's not the best of rejoins there. He's lost it again. Oh, Terence. Poor Terence. That's unlike Terence. But, we all have these races. Back to you. Kazuto, Sick Party and Toast, all going at it. P8, 7, and 6.
Well, I do have some insider info for you, SJ, and that is that Cooper and Slushy are both engineering a Lamb. So two different teams there helping out the one, which is a bit interesting. But Falcon has been overtaken by Winter, and Winter is now trying to run away and get away as quick as he can because he knows that Ricciardo will want to get by him. So those two are up there, and now look who else it's brought into the battle. It's now bringing Toast back into the battle along with Sick and Kazuto. So now these guys are being brought into the battle all here by Falcon. As I'm guessing Falcon, he comes in, Falcon boxes. So Falcon boxes, and I think SJ that will be onto the soft tyre possibly even.
Yeah, maybe. We're seeing yellows again.
It's a medium.
No, it's mediums. All right, we'll jump back off on pens. We've done that. Falcon onto mediums, and yeah, is he going to be the only one that's going to try and score points for Red Bull tonight? Terence down there in P17. He is a minute and 5 seconds over, and Hany de Goat gets a penalty as well. So that'll be good news for Falcon. Zach User is coming down the main straight, and Falcon will be quick on these mediums. So Falcon still got a big opportunity of scoring some points just in case anything happens in this race. But 27 laps out of 36, and we are seeing some battles. Winter, 1.7 seconds to Ricardo. He is pushing, but is he going to be able to do it? Because Toast, Sick Party, and Kaz have no penalties. And if they get close to Ricardo, it's game over for Winter. So Winter needs to make 2 seconds at least, or 1.5 seconds. Can he do it? That's going to be real tough against a driver like Ricciardo. But still early days and still things can happen. Penalties can go down further on. We'll have to wait and see. Winter, 1.3 to Liam Derenberg. Liam Derenberg, I don't know if he's going to be able to go to the end. It's going to be interesting. We saw Williams do it, but I don't know. We saw a lot happen on the final stages of Div 1 last night. Are we going to see the same here? Because there's a lot of guys in battles. You've got Toast, Sick Party, Kaz is getting close to that. You go a little bit further down, you've got the two Williams. Look at this. You've got Suts and Echo, they're going at it. They're P9 and P10. Great recovery drive there from Echo. And you've then got Symphonic. He's getting into it. You've then got Abin that's not far behind it. Falcon's on fresh mediums. This race is not over.
No, it's far from it. And it's interesting that Winter's actually already caught up to Liam. So now, is Liam going to fight this SJ, do you reckon? What does Liam do here?
I don't know. I really don't know. He's going to make it difficult. He has every right to. He makes it difficult for Winter here. That's going to bring Ricciardo into it, and that's going to hurt Winter. Winter needs to get the job done as soon as possible, but he needs to time it. He's getting very, very close to him. He can't stay behind him because, look, it's 1.5 to 1.2. They're gaining. Look, and you can see them coming into the stadium section. So Liam is really causing problems. And he has every right to. He's got his teammate in front, hold him up. Winter tries to go around the outside. Liam holds his position. Winter will get the job done here because he will have the DRS. But look, it's now brought in a second. So at the moment, Winter will fall down to around about P6. And Ricciardo will take the P3 spot. So drama there. And Symphonic's just got himself another 3 seconds. That's 13 seconds for Symphonic. Toast is getting involved in that. And he's now up in the P4. So there's just so much going on. And Ryan Adair is 6.4 seconds out in front. And he's having a field day at the moment. So I don't know. 29 laps. Anything can happen in 6 laps.
Yeah, and it's very interesting here looking at the amount of warnings as well, SJ. Both Toast and Ricciardo. Ricciardo is actually on 2 warnings, and Toast is only on 1. So it will be very interesting to see here. And just checking out, Sick Party is also on 2 warnings. So these drivers here do have to be very careful, and Kazuto is also on 2. So every one of these drivers up in this top group is on 2 warnings right now, along with Liam. So it's got to be very edgy, doesn't it, SJ, to be that close?
Oh yeah, definitely. Anything can happen. We saw it last night in Division 1 in the last stages, so these guys get a little bit impatient. Seeing some overcast. No, we're not. I thought we did see. It's just going through the tunnel there. Toast is trying to get the move done on Liam. He doesn't want to be held up. Liam has every right to hold him up, do as much as he can. The problem is Liam is really going to hurt his race here because he's on 18 laps and he's got to battle Ricciardo, Sick Paddy, Kaz, all on fresh tyres. So yeah, this could put Liam into a little bit of strife, which is not really what you want to do for Ferrari. But then again, he's the reserve driver and he's doing his best and he's scoring Ferrari points, and that's the main focus. But he is losing himself a lot of positions, and that is bringing Toast and Ricciardo into it. And Toast has reined in Winter, and Symphonic, another penalty, 16 seconds, not the night for him. So yeah, he is not looking at a good finish tonight. Still, probably Falcon could probably get another one as well. He's 3 seconds back from Abin, and yeah, not looking good. But still, 6 laps to go. Toast 1.2 on Winter. I think Winter can say goodbye to P3 at the moment, which is really unfortunate.
Unless there's a penalty. Unless one of these guys picks up another penalty, SJ, then the door swings wide open. It could be anybody's race once again.
Can you see Toast getting a penalty?
Depends if they get into a hard battle. If they get into a very hard battle, then possibly. You get pushed wide by accident, you have to go off, and you're going too quick, you're going to get a 3 second.
Well,
so it'll be very interesting to see.
He's just about to overtake Winter, so I would think not. I don't want to sabotage the party, but the guy is like he's so consistent, and he doesn't make many mistakes. And the drive that he's done tonight has been phenomenal. P13, P14, P2, and he's now 7 seconds behind Ryan Adair. And Ryan Adair is going to be looking at who's in P2 and be like, why will this guy not go away? So, great battle. Love this championship fight between these two drivers. Isaac Sudden, though, he'll get a penalty. He's in P8 at the moment. 10 seconds back to Kaz. And Toast, well, If Ryanair gets a penalty, this will be a little bit interesting. 5 laps to go. Can Toast rein in Ryanair? That's going to be the question. 9 laps to 8. Winter has done his absolute best to try and hold on to this. Ricardo is in the well, he's in the 1 second nearly. Sick Party's following behind him. And Winter could be looking at a P7 after this.
Maybe P5? P5 actually now looking at SJ with the 3 seconds to Liam now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, with Liam, P6, I think, because obviously Liam's, I think Winter will pull away there. So I think, you'll be looking at a P5, P6, I think, because Kaz is going to get Liam as he gets the job done. Now, with the DRS, lap 32, and Liam is probably going to stay in P7, unless anything happens to those tyres. But Sick Party and Ricardo, they're going at it. Can more drama happen in this race? Can Winter hold on for a P3 in Ricardo and Sick Party? They start battling, they start losing places. I don't know. This is going to be the interesting thing here. We're seeing Sick Party, he's holding on. I'm going to jump on board with you for Ricardo. Come on, take it away.
Alright, you got Ricciardo and Terence. Terence has retired, so there's one Red Bull out. And these two are going to be battling, I think, here. I don't think Sick Party is just going to get away with this. I think that Ricciardo is going to put Sick Party under the pressure, especially knowing he might know himself that Sick Party has got those 2 warnings. So he's going to push and try and close that gap to Sick Party, put the pressure back on the Sick, and see if he can then get a little bit of an error, maybe even from Sick Party, and get him a penalty, because all that he has to do is get Sick Party to get that penalty, him to stay clean, and he'll get that position easily. But looks like Sick Party has possibly even broken DRS, which he has. So Sick Party now might even be on his own way, SJ, and down the track. As we look up in front, and you can see now that they're actually all coming together, and it's very interesting, this battle that we're going to heat up in these last 3 laps of the race, SJ.
Yeah, definitely, but look how long it's taken. Look how long it's taken for Toast to gap Winter. 33 laps from where he was, so it's taken a lot. We're still seeing battles there. Falcon on fresh mediums to the hards, and should get the move done. Symphonic's got damage on the right side there, so Falcon looking at some really good positions here. As we see, Coops is on 3 seconds, Isaac's on 6 seconds, so can Falcon score some good points for Red Bull? And this is the thing, you see, things change very, very quickly from week to week. We've seen Red Bull do a fantastic job 2 weeks ago, get Team of the Week, Williams Team of the Week this week, 1 Red Bull out. We saw Fat Cat do a fantastic job last night. Maraki Don, unfortunately, got involved in a little bit of strife, and things can change very, very quickly. And you've now got 5 different drivers in the top 5. It's insane. You cannot take your foot off the gas in these races. You just need to keep at it, keep cool, keep calm, collected, and just take each race as it comes. And Sick Party, what a drive from him tonight. He's had a fantastic drive, and he's just about to get the move done on Winter for the P3 spot. Well deserved, and a great drive from him tonight, especially on his own. So he'll be over the moon with this finish if this stays how it is. Toast has not been able to catch Lamb tonight. Lamb has just been on another level, and strategy has worked.
Ricciardo!
And Ricardo getting a penalty! Oh, this could more be a drama. Can Winter? Oh, he can't. He's not going to get the P3 though, but he could get the P4 because Ricardo's got it. Oh, I don't know.
Don't give the commentators curse again.
I don't know what to say. Can he do it? If Sick Buddy gets a 3 second, and Winter can get him, but he's on very old tyres, and that's the problem. He's called it earlier, and it's costed him. Has it cost him? Why am I cheering on a Mercedes driver? What's going on with me? Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Kaz could be the party pooper here as well. Ricardo, there could be more party poopers here, because Kaz is going to take both of them and get P4. So Symphonic is not...
Is he though? Because look at the gap between Ricciardo now. 3 seconds to Winter.
Yeah, well, Kaz is literally right in the DRS of Ricardo. I'm going to let you take away the final lap. 35, and I'll take the final. Where do you want to jump on board?
Oh, where do you reckon? You reckon we go on Kaz? Let's see if Kaz gets a move here on Ricciardo.
Over to you.
And so we got Kaz here on a little bit of a lesser battery, I think, actually. They're about actually similar. And Kaz can see, he knows the gap. He knows that he can get P4 here, possibly. He just has to push, and push hard as he can. as you got now Ricciardo as well, needing to build a bigger gap behind, trying to build a gap to Liam, which it looks like he has done here, but he's going to be doing his best. He is going to be trying everything he can to hold on to the position, and it looks like battery-wise, it's still fairly similar. So will he be able to defend here? Possibly so. And it's going to be interesting to see, can Ricciardo hold on to on track and keep trying to pull away from the Ferrari, or will Kaz be able to get the move made on the Aston Martin, as it's penalties galore here tonight. Everyone gets a penalty for free, as Vettel has boxed, and I think that is to take fastest lap. So we'll have to see. And it looks like for now, Ricciardo on track is going to stay where he is. And the top two have just taken the line, so I'll hand it back over to you, SJ.
Thank you very much. Lap 36 out of 36. Ryan Adair is leading the way in P1. Toast in P2. Sick Party in P3. Winter and Ricciardo both got 3 seconds. And this is not going to go closer than you've had it before. Kaz, 6.5 tenths. He just needs, he needs to get the job done on Ricciardo to probably get that P5 job done. Because, he is going to get P5, but can he get Winter? That's going to be the question. Liam Darrenborough, what a drive from him. He's still in P7. But he's under pressure from Suts, who does have the penalty. Falcon up into P9. Will he get Suts? No, he's 2 seconds back. So more drama here. This is the battle we've got to stay on board with. Kaz and Ricciardo. What's Kaz going to do? Is he going to do anything silly? Is he going to do anything on this final couple of laps? We'll have to wait and see. It's been a fantastic night. Thank you very much to everyone tuning in. And I hope you've had an amazing Easter. It's been great action here tonight. And it's going to be very interesting to hear what we're going to say to these guys when we jump them in for some interviews. But we are just about to see Ryan Adair crosses the line and wins the Mexico Grand Prix. Toast finishes in P2. And look at that. It's going to be a match made in heaven because both Alpines finished together, Vettel and Sick Party in P3. What a drive. Winter does hold on to P4. Kaz will get Ricciardo and he will just miss out on Winter as well. Liam Darrenborough, what a drive from him. He's probably, he's crawling across the line, but he's not. Suts in P7, Liam in P7, Suts in P8, Falcon in P9. What a drive from him as well. And Coops in P10, great drive from him reserving tonight for McLaren. Aben drops him though to P11 and Aben into P10. Symphonic, very interesting night for him. The two Hasses. And Echo has lost it on the final corner as well. Just absolute commiserations to Echo tonight. It's not been the night for him. I think he will get the last point. But yeah, not the night. And what's happened there? And Aston Martin has just pulled over. That may be looked at by the stewards as well. So we'll have to wait and see what has happened there. But wow. What a night. We'll just get these guys in for a quick chat. So we've got Ryan, then we've got Toast, then we've got Sick Party. Two brothers in the comms box. Well, look at that. Drive of the day as well. Connor! Whoa. Wow. What a race. What a race. Drive of the day is Toast. Yeah, there you go.
Nice. And would you believe it, SJ, that Alpine have missed out on the fastest lap because Vettel went for it, but he got overtaken by Ryan, so he never got to put the lap in. So they missed out on the fastest lap there. So very interesting race though, and well-deserved points for everyone who has gotten points tonight.
Yeah. Just rather absolutely fantastic race. How can it be looked at when they're in AI? I don't know. I don't know what you're referring to. Give me a little bit of context. We just did see a cow over to the left-hand side, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. But there are rules when you cross the line. If you crash across into a wall or, crash across the line, then you get a penalty. So Ryan Adair taking P1, Toast taking P2, Sick Paddy taking P3, Winter in P4. What a drive from him. Kaz, Ricardo, Liam, Isaac, Suts, Falcon, Aben, Coops, Symphonic, Zach User, Huddy Goat, Formula Echo gets the last point. Vettel, P16, Terence out, Angus out. Only 2 DNFs, but the fastest lap does go to Echo, and he does get that extra point as well on top of that. So that takes it away from the other guys as well. But we'll wait for these guys to jump in for a quick chat. Oh, my days. what a show. Looking forward to hearing some of these interviews. But first of all, give me your summary of the race.
Well, it was an amazing race from lap one, and who would have seen it? Who would have seen the battle of Toast working all the way through back through the field? Who would have seen the time penalties coming everyone's way? Who would have seen all the drama? And who would have guessed the result of the outcome of the night tonight? Am I right, SJ?
Oh, yeah, you are right, mate. I honestly, sometimes I don't know. You just don't know what's going to happen in races. Obviously very clean tonight. Some real good battles, good racing. Very a lot of interchanges in the grid. Obviously, Toast down there in P14, then making his way up on the podium. Fantastic drive from him. Obviously, strengthens Alpine's case again for the overalls, which is still continuing. They've been leading it for nearly 6-7 weeks. That they have had little few results that have dropped off, and Williams have been on the prowl. But tonight, a bit unfortunate for Echo. We'll probably look back at that, want to review that, and work out what went wrong, because it just went from bad to worse after that. Sick Paddy, great drive from him, absolutely fantastic on his own tonight. Bit unfortunate to lose a driver right at the end. Reserves unfortunately can be very unreliable, which is a shame. So I feel sorry for Sick Party on that one. Would have been good to get another kick for extra points, but he'll be happy with his performance. Ryan, Lan, he'll be over the moon. Struggled last night. I think he's in a little bit of strife with the stewards. So he'll a little bit of redemption from him, and obviously didn't get a good week last week against Toast. Didn't score the points they needed to, and he scored 1 point last week. He's got 25 this week, so but Toast getting that 20, that pulls Toast a little bit further. So there's just a lot going on in this division, and obviously tonight, your fellow teammate not racing Zombie, that's a hit to him. We saw him in Division 1. He had a fantastic race. So yeah, and 7 races to go, mate. Anything can happen in this division.
100%. 100%. And it's going to be very interesting to see what, especially the driver of Sick Party, see what he has to say about the race tonight. Because he also seemed to have some very good battles himself as well.
Yeah, definitely. Just waiting on the rest of the guys. We'll probably just jump straight on board with Sick Party. We're just waiting on Ryan and Toast. I want to see if these guys want to jump in. So if not, but I'll let you take it away with Sick Party, who finished in P3, and he's in the chat now. So over to you.
Well, Sick, it looks like you had some fun battles there tonight. I know you hadn't done a ridiculous amount of practice. I know you've been playing a bit of Among Us. So how much practice did you actually put in tonight to be able to get the result? And how was it fighting with Ricciardo and Winter?
Well, for the amount of practice I put in, I was doing a little sprinkles of it on like Friday and Saturday, which was mainly just quality practice to see where I was like lining up. And today was when I really started belting, like I think it was like 3-4 hours of practice, like which really definitely helped a lot. Well, it obviously did because I went from what was it, like P5 to P3. So yeah. With my battles with Ricciardo and Winter, so there wasn't much an on-track battle per se. It was more of a strategy battle because I was always overcutting. I mean, once because I believe Winter initially on the early stint pit a lap earlier than me and Ricciardo did, and then and then when me and Ricciardo pit, Winter was like barely like maybe a few tenths ahead of Ricciardo, and I was right behind Ricciardo. So I kind of knew the what's it called? The undercut wasn't going to be that massive in a sense, or at least in Winter's case, it didn't seem like it was. And then when they pit pretty early for the final stints. I think they pit like lap 20, 21 or something like that. And then I was always going to go lap 22 just to because it was a mathematical equal amount of laps in the hards, but I was always going to do that just to have the tyre advantage. And it paid off in the end, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, and it looked very good for you. And were there any concerns at all towards the end of the race about possibly getting a penalty?
Well, I was on 2 warnings from lap 13, so yeah. I mean, I was getting close a few times, so it was pretty scary. But once I saw Ricciardo had a 3 as well, because I always knew I was going to catch Winter when Ricciardo got the 3, because Winter was on like century-old hards. So once Ricciardo got the 3, I was kind of at ease a bit, just because I was pretty confident that if I got a 3 at that point, then I'd still be P3, I believe. So, yeah.
Well, congratulations, and I'll pass you over to SJ.
Thanks, Connor. Sick party, mate. What a drive. I was really, really impressed with you tonight. I'm obviously impressed with a lot of other people, but obviously yourself. Obviously, a bit of a shame right at the end, obviously, not having that driver extra there to help you. And that's probably the killer of the night because I would definitely say you're happy with your performance. You were in a nice little battle. You were in a lot of battles. And you were staying. You had some fantastic exit speed as well. You just pulled away, and you managed to hold on to that P3. So, all in all, how do you feel?
Well, I think it's my first podium since like what was it, Bahrain, which was round 2. So I'm pretty happy about it. I mean, I knew I was never going to catch Lammy because he gapped early on, and then I think the only people after like in the initial stint that once Lammy gapped was I think Symphonic because he had a 4-lap undercut or something stupid like that, and Echo I think he had an undercut as well, and then something happened with Echo actually. I don't know. I didn't get collected in it, so it's not really my problem. So, uh, but yeah, I mean, off the start as well, I'm pretty confident out of like the top 5. I had the best reaction. Instead of going to the outside, which I was always thinking I was going to do, I pulled to the middle, and then I think we were like 3-4 wide, and Lamy was still like right in front of me, so I couldn't really do anything there. So yeah. I mean, it was a bit of a skill issue at the start, but is what it is.
You just don't want to admit it that your brother won the race and it was a better one on the
Uh,
night. That's
uh,
the big thing. I know. I love the.
I mean, I was hoping I could have like fooled us so we could get like a brothers 1-2 or something, but yeah, Toast was flying. He was rapid.
Well, we saw
Like
yesterday.
when he was yeah, like when Toast was behind me before he undercut me, I was thinking I'm gonna pit a lap after him. So then he comes out ahead and he's just gonna tow me along up to Ricciardo and Winter, and then I just get them because they're on older hards, and it worked. So yeah,
Well, all in all, a fantastic race, and obviously Imola next week, sprint weekend. Obviously, best time to get that second driver in, whoever that is. Hopefully, they're available and they don't let you down. How do you feel about Imola sprint weekend? Big points up for grabs. Confident around that track?
I haven't driven Imola since like I don't think I've done a league race
You
at
don't
Imola
want
since
to.
like maybe even F1 23.
You don't want to.
Like, I used to be a sweat at it though, because when me and Lammy were in another league, and we used to and it was like F1 23 at the time, we used to just sweat like because when it hit to Imola, because I think we were teammates in it at that point, it went because I think we had a front row lockout in quali, and then we both got screwed over in the race. So I haven't done Imola in a while. I hope I'm good at it. I might run no TC there, unlike tonight where the TC merchant came back. So yeah, it just depends.
Yeah, we've seen you run no TC in the reserve programs, but it doesn't go too well, does it?
Oh,
Especially at
oh no.
Singapore, mate.
Well, I mean,
What a track to use it at. Come on.
oh, it was Jeddah. It was.
Was it Jeddah?
I
Sorry, my
mean,
apologies. My
yeah, it was Jeddah. It was Jeddah. I mean, I did pretty well in the Jeddah race with no
yeah,
TC. To be fair.
well, sort of. You had no front wing within the first lap, 2 laps, but no.
Yeah,
But
I still got points. Unlike Qatar and what was it? Yeah, Qatar and Hungary. I got points. No TC. So it's
Yeah, well, absolutely fantastic night tonight. Things could have changed. Obviously, there was a few things that happened earlier on. Echo obviously made a bit of a mistake, which could have been a lot worse. Could have happened in the safety car, but unfortunately it didn't. And you finished in P3. So yeah, all I've got to say for me is, and everyone at Rush is happy Easter, and I hope you've had a great Easter. It's still obviously Easter holidays until Monday, I think, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the Easter holidays, and congrats on the podium, and we'll see you next week in Imola.
Yeah, thank you. Happy Easter, and I will start practicing him a lot.
So you're gonna congratulate your brother on P1.
Nah. I mean, maybe if he was in Div 1 and he did that, I'd congratulate him.
Here
But
we
I'm
go.
doing it in Div
Yeah,
2.
I'm always seeing your messages. I'm always seeing your messages. Did you even get? Well, one thing before we go, as it's Easter, did you get your brother an Easter egg?
No,
Oh,
I
Lamb,
didn't.
did you get your brother an Easter egg?
No, but I'll give him one from my chocolate Easter egg basket.
Oh, mate.
It's not nice like that.
He'll give you one from the Ferrari garage.
Yeah. Oh, that's genius. Hold on.
Oh, I love the bromance. I love it. It's such a great rivalry. It's been fantastic, you two as well. But no, honestly, Sick Buddy, great job, mate. Well done, and yeah, have a great Easter, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Thank you. Says.
All right, Connor, we've got Vettel. He is here on behalf of Toast in P2. Over to you.
Well, Mr. Vettel. What was the strategy for you boys tonight? Was it were you ever thinking of the one stop tonight?
I can't lie. Toast just does his own thing, and I do my own thing. We don't really talk. I just was blasting Drake that whole race. Yeah, no, we didn't really care about tires. We just drove, man.
Um, well, it looks like Toast had a very strong race tonight. And it looked pretty okay for you just to get to the end and try and get some points if you could.
No,
Were you guys
points
talking about
overrated.
getting going for the fastest lap at all?
No, I just wanted to finish a lap less than everyone else.
All right, well, I got nothing else for you, so I'll hand you over to SJ.
Thanks, Vettel. Sorry, thanks, Connor.
Yes, Jay.
Hello, Vettel.
How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good.
That's good to hear. How's your Easter?
Yeah, good, mate. Bit of a tough night for you tonight. Obviously, you had a bit of a battle with the Hasses, but we'll talk about your teammate tonight. Obviously, started. I think
I go.
Kaz. I think got the 5 second, wasn't it? It was Kaz, not Toast. Is that right? In quarter?
Yeah, no, Kaz got it.
Yeah, Kaz got it.
Yeah, that, yeah.
Toast struggled at the beginning. Obviously,
Disconnected.
I
Well,
got
racing
disconnected.
started.
That's what happened. I wondered what happened because it was Kaz and
Dilly
Toast.
dilly.
So yeah, obviously disconnection, and we've seen this happen before. We've seen people just get disconnected and try and make their way up through the pack, and sometimes it's worked, sometimes it hasn't. Wasn't looking too good at first. He didn't really make much time, and then obviously things started to happen in front. A fantastic drive from him. He's just been consistent all season. You feel that
I
he's
know my
got the
goat.
championship? Do you feel, or do you still feel
No.
it's still early?
I'm not going to comment on anyone's championship because I'm going to worry about my own because I'm going to win it. Guys, my TP said that if I get a podium, I get a zinger box.
God,
So can everyone just like drive into the wall and I get a podium? Appreciate that, thanks. But no, if Toast gets championship, good on him. But no, we take it 1 week at a time and obviously try and build that gap from the other Div 2 drivers.
Do you think this momentum can continue at Toast at the end of the season? If there's obviously a few tracks that are coming up that are going to start to get quite difficult. Imola is one for penalties. Then you've got
Oh, is
Baku.
it Imola? I'm gonna cry.
You've got Baku. Monaco.
Who put that on the calendar?
Lamb.
Lamb.
So
You better watch out.
How do you feel that the momentum can keep going? Because obviously we've seen.
SJ, guess what?
Yes.
Season 7, Imola, 100%. I won that race.
Yep.
And you were there too.
I was, and I absolutely hate him.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about Toast.
Yeah, I won that race. I'm the best. I know my goat.
Yeah. Do you think he can keep this momentum going to the end of the season with the tracks coming up?
What's the tracks coming up? Isn't Monaco one of them?
Yep, you got Imola, Azerbaijan, Belgium, and Monaco.
Monaco sounds fun. I can't wait to do Monaco. I'm gonna put Liam in the wall. Sorry, I meant I'm gonna do really well.
Toast, Vettel.
Toast will do well because he's the best.
Okay, all right. Well, Imola's next week.
Okay. SJ, I hope you have a great Easter.
You too, mate.
Well, is it still Easter there? Is it still Sunday there? Yeah. You got still one more hour.
Yeah. Happy Easter.
Yep. Awesome. Happy Easter. Did you get any Easter eggs?
I did an Easter egg hunt with my wife this morning, which was great fun.
Oh, did you get some Easter eggs?
No, I just got her an Easter egg.
Oh, well, why don't you get yourself one? Do you like white chocolate?
I don't have a
Or
sweet.
do you like normal chocolate?
No, I have a sweet.
Do you like barbecue shapes?
It's just like question time or something. I don't mind white chocolate. That's probably my favourite. Yes.
So you like chips, yeah? Sweet, sour, all that?
No.
Salt and vinegar?
No, we're talking about Easter eggs. Vettel, thank you very much.
Oh.
Have a great
Oh,
Easter.
do you like real eggs?
I hope the Easter Bunny comes to your house.
Oh, he did. He treated me real well.
Lovely. Thank you, Vettel.
Okay. SJ, what's your thoughts on basketballs?
Goodbye, Vettel. Connor, I'll take this one away and I'll let you do the end of Ryan Adair. Ryan, known as Lamb. Last night, mate, obviously a little bit of a difficult race. We have mentioned you might be a little bit of strife with the stewards, but we put that behind you. And did you know you were going into this race with a bit of redemption from last night?
Not from last night. Like what happens in Div 1 stays in Div 1.
No, it doesn't, mate.
I can accept that I royally messed up a few times that race. So
that's an understatement. Carry on.
Well, I can't say what I was going to say. I'll get the stream banned. But yeah. So I put Div 1 behind me last night from like tonight, and then just kind of ran my own race today.
Yeah, and I've seen in past races when you drove for the Williams here, this is one of your best tracks. You're very, very fast here. I think it was you, Kalki, Yuki, a long time ago. I think it was you three. I might be MJ Roller as well. Actually, I think it was in that. And you just had a fantastic battle. This is one of the best races I've seen for a long, long time. Then. Didn't obviously go away from you tonight. Strategy worked really, really well. Liam, obviously your teammate tonight, I think you've done a phenomenal job. Helped out massively as well. Caused a little bit of problems, held up a few guys. You got a good lead. You obviously your nemesis at the moment at the top. Toast had a bit of a problem with disconnection, had to make his way through the pack. Didn't make it probably through as quick as he probably wanted to. So there was a lot of things happening, and then obviously you and Echo. We saw a little bit of a banging wheels, and then he decided to try and change direction, and then try and overtake, and then change, but lost control, and that could have been a safety car. Like, how did you feel in that moment?
Well, that really all started from before the stadium section, where he decided to play some silly games. We both earned the runoff. I gave the position back. Then he decided to let me go before the detection point, so was already getting on my nerves. And then we had that incident on the back straight. There's not really a whole lot to say there.
Yeah, I think you were probably not happy, but obviously glad that he was out of the way because he was causing you a lot of problems. He overtook, then he was slow in some areas. Then he locked his brakes into turn one. You then had to take evasive action. So there was a lot happened, and then all of a sudden you got that break, and then it was just, get to the end. I think then from yourself, was it?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I think I already had the break in the first stint where Echo just looked like he royally cooked his tires at the temperatures. And whereas I was also absolutely destroying my tires, I was just being gentle on them, like just a little bit more gentle on them on exits, just to make sure they didn't completely go on me, which is what allowed me to get away in that first stint. And then was contemplating an undercut, and then in the first end, it's going lap 7 to lap 8, and then we decided to go around just for the better tires. I want to say it was Echo, Ricciardo, and Symphonic that boxed on lap 7. So that was kind of just like, well, now we kind of have to box. There's no more trying to extend, or else we're just going to get undercut. And then I came out just in front of him somehow. So despite the undercut being as powerful as it is, didn't properly work. And then was having a nice little battle. Then, oh no, that was Symphonic. Then we had that incident. Then it was Symphonic that was with me. And then I think there was one DRS zone, that little one in the run to the stadium that I got away from him from.
Mm-hmm.
And then that just kind of sealed it. It sat at about 1.1, 1.3 for the next like 5 laps. And then because he big time undercut us, my tires were so much better, he just fell off a cliff. So I was able to extend that gap a whole lot further, which then led to being able to go longer on that stint because the undercut wouldn't have been as powerful. It was really just like nailed the strategy.
Yeah, he did. I've got to admit, and I think Connor will probably admit that when he talks to you in a second. Obviously, last week wasn't the best of weeks. It was a bit of a struggle in probably both divisions. You probably admit that in Division 1 and Division 2 with Qatar. Obviously, Toast got the jump on you then, and it's now he's unfortunately finished second, which is probably a little bit of a sour night to the night because you had a good chance to pull some points in. This battle between Toast, like you feel that you're both gaining momentum. You feel that it's still early. Obviously, with the tracks coming up, as I was saying earlier to Vettel, obviously about Toast, you've got Imola next. Obviously, sprint weekend, big points up for grabs. That's a big time to just put your hand on the, on the championship. You've then got Baku, and then also Belgium, which is another 30 points, obviously for P1. Massive opportunity for points as well. How do you feel about the races coming up? You feel that you can try and get a lead or try and overtake Toast, or how do you feel?
I won't touch too much on the championship because last time I did that in Hungary, I had an absolutely choice words, shocking race in Qatar. So I do like Imola. Like I've always liked the track. It's always been real fun.
You vote for it?
Yeah. Yeah. I always like Imola, so definitely looking to bring in a bit more points that next week too. Tonight was like seeing them disconnect as we were readying up was big like happy moment for me. I won't lie. No offense, Toast, if you're listening to the stream.
I guarantee you're clapping your hands while driving at the same time.
Yeah, I definitely had my hands up. I was praying. Anyway, so he managed to just cut through that pack so well, like, which I feel like I knew it was going to happen. Like, I think me and him are relatively the same pace here at Mexico. Like, we've done a race here, another league there before, and we were pretty on much same pace. And when we got to that final stint, he was running P2, I was running P1. The gap didn't really fluctuate at all. So, yeah, it was kind of like I just needed to get away and not even let him have that chance of the win. So I gained 5 points on him, which is better than nothing, especially after the hard work I did in Hungary to then throw it all away in Qatar. So yeah, definitely big. I've lost my words. Big race tonight. That's
yeah, well deserved as well. And a couple of things before I let you kind of take over. You've been in this position before, in a championship fight, with your teammate. Seasons and seasons ago. I'm trying to remember. Been around for so long now. So you know what to do. And yeah, that's what I'm going to say on that because you unfortunately came second to your teammate who won the championship, and you've got the opportunity now. And obviously, I would say you're taking it race by race, which is the best thing to do. You've done Mexico, get out of the way, concentrate on Imola. One little last thing. Obviously, controlling out. He's been very impressive since he's jumped in the Ferrari and joined your team. Didn't race tonight. What was your thoughts on your reserve teammate tonight, Liam?
Oh, Liam, from my eyes, did wonders tonight. Like, he qualified P10, which in such a competitive div like Div2 is really good.
Mm-hmm.
He was one stopping, which was a bit of a choice, but it was fine because it helped me as well. Especially when I caught up to him in my second stint. He was really nice to me and didn't hold me up, if at all. Like, I did get him before, like, catch him like just before the stadium section after the S,
Yep.
which was kind of a little bit of a bad spot, but it could have been a whole lot worse. And then he just let me pass on the pit straight. I took off, and then he proceeded to hold up the rest of the field and give me an even bigger gap. So, absolute legend for holding up the rest of the field for me.
Yeah, no, I think he did a great job tonight, and I think he'd be quite proud. And yeah, we'll have to see if we'll see him next week in a Ferrari on a different car. But no, once again, Lam, congratulations, great drive, strategy, everything tonight, fantastic, and happy Easter, mate, and enjoy the rest of the Easter holidays. And I'll pass you over to Connor.
Yes, sweet, thank you. Happy Easter, SJ. And then I can tell you right now, after the interview, I've picked out all the little red eggs from my little egg bag, and I'm definitely going up to the sick pie and I'm giving that straight to him and saying they're from the Ferrari garage.
No worries, mate. Thanks. Back to you, Connor.
Well, Ryan, aka Lamb, the man who everyone says, put him in Div 1, he needs to be Div 1. And I can report that your brother might need the Easter eggs because he's not very happy right now about you being in Div 2. But it seems like you guys wanted to try and get the other 1-2 so the brothers could be up the top. And you seem to have a nice little battle with Echo there. Could have happened for a while. Tell us, how was the battle you're having with Echo?
Oh, it was good. I got a decent start, and then we went, I want to say it was 4 wide into turn 1, almost 5. So the battle started off really well. And then we kind of dulled out a little bit. Like, usually when I'm in battles, like with brawling at it corner through corner, not giving each other an inch, but over laps and laps and laps and laps and laps and laps and laps on end. So it was definitely a battle, but a little bit of a train at the same time. But it was good up until whatever lap we had that incident on.
Yeah, and you look like once you got past that Williams that you're away. And what was the strategy tonight for you guys at Ferrari?
Always 2-stop. Last night in Div 1, I had a little bit of word of advice that starting on the hards might be the play. It wasn't. So I very quickly learned my lesson, made sure to start on mediums, just to make sure I had that good start to line. Yeah, but always going to 2-stop, always going to go medium, hard. And it was just about winning the pit. And my first stint was shocking on my tires. And then the second stint was better. And then it was really just about reacting to what everyone behind me was doing.
Well, that's all I have to say tonight. Hopefully you're have a good one with your brother tonight. Make sure to share the Easter eggs with him. And have a lovely Easter, and congratulations on the win tonight.
Yeah, sweet. Thank you, Connor. Have a happy Easter, you too. And thank you and SJ for the comments tonight.
No worries, mate. Okay, all right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in and watching a fun, thrilled, action-packed, enthusiasm, enthralling, adventurous Easter race. I know some of you obviously were away for Easter holidays and you may have been tuning in and watching, which was great to see, and really do appreciate that. But that is done and dusted. Division 2 is wrapped up. And there is more action still to follow with tomorrow night with Division 4, where you'll see me go around the track at a track that I absolutely cannot stand and have no pace round. But we won't say too much more of that because tonight has been all about lamb, toast and sick party. What a great night for these guys. And yeah, all in all, a really, really good race, Connor. And yeah, once again, great job on comms.
Thanks for having me, SJ. It was a very exciting night tonight, so great to have.
Yep, and all the best for your race on Tuesday.
Thank you. It's gonna be a little bit interesting, but we'll see how it goes.
Yep. Williams are the force to be reckoned with, but TMT is the one to dent that championship hope. So we'll see what you can do. We know you've got it in you. I know I've seen some really good performances in the last few weeks as well. You've just been a bit unlucky. So all the best.
Thank you, and hopefully we can become a bit more unwashed this weekend.
Love it. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. As always, have a fantastic Easter holidays. Just put that little message out there to all from the whole Rush team and the Rush server and every single person involved. I hope you've had a fantastic Easter and continuing to have a great Easter holidays. Just a big shout out to our followers. Thank you very much, Naya, for the follow. Thank you very much to our sponsors as well, Pagnian. And also our affiliate this season, SRC. If you're needing a setup going into Imola, then feel free to jump on board, click the comments and use the code in below. It will save you a little bit of money on setups if you choose to do so, and also SimLab as well. It's been a fantastic night of racing, and there's more to come where you will be joined in the comments box by Nishka and Durr tomorrow night for Division 4, which I'm sure will be very interesting to see. Will it be the Alpines? Will it be the Ferraris? Will it be Patrick? Will it be Red Bulls? Or will it be someone else? We'll still have to wait and see. We're going to find out tomorrow. Remember, daylight savings is upon us, so the chickens have changed. Keep an eye out on the chickens. If you do not know what time the race is, please check the check-ins or ask your TP or ask your fellow teammates. We don't want you to miss out. We want you all on the grid as much as possible. And then we've got Division 5 on the Tuesday and then the last one of the week before we head over to Imola, which I'm not looking forward to. It is a sprint weekend. It is the last sprint weekend of the season, and it will be up to round 12. They're coming thick and fast. And still a long way to go, though. So a lot of things can change. Tonight, we've seen Lamb pulling the gap a little bit more on Toast, but Toast finished in that P2, which caused a little bit of drama for Lamb. Otherwise, it would have been back out in front because Toast was only 1 point in front of Lamb. I think Lamb was only 1 point behind at the time. So things have changed. Championships are changing. Constructors are still changing. Overalls are going to change as well. So, look forward to that. But once again, thank you very much. Connor, thank you very much also to you. And also thank you very much for tuning in. And I will give you a quote, as I always do. Toast, still leading the way, but Lamb is hot on his heels. Toast couldn't do it tonight. Who's going to do it next week? Big points on offer. Ferrari or Alpine? You decide. Have a great Easter. Good night.